Stop with the denial. There is LGBTQ in the black community. It's everywhere. It's not new. It is and always will be here. It was here before most of us got here. It was here. So we need to stop the denial. Those people that are out there that are in the black community that are pretending like it was something that only white people discovered or created, that is a lie. It exists in every culture. I've seen men that are Mexican that are gay. It's in that community. I've seen men that are white that are gay. I've seen black gay men. I've seen it in churches. I've seen men from different backgrounds that are gay. I've seen teens. I've seen women who are lesbian that are in the black community. They're black. I've seen it everywhere. I've seen it in schools. I've seen it in the workplace. I've seen it everywhere. And I don't walk up hating people. I don't make up stories and pretend like LGBTQ doesn't exist in the black community because Black lives matter. Black lives are important, but gay and lesbian lives aren't important. Only black lives and black men who are getting shot by the police is important. I understand that is important, and that's all well and good to know this, but know that you are also participating in the hate when you discriminate black, gay, and lesbian people too. Black Lives Matter people who say that they hate gay and lesbian and transgender people when their lives are just as important as your life. Think about that. They are still people all day long, and despite what you in your heart are lying and in denial about, their lives do still matter. If you're preaching hate on your videos about how you can change people, then you are just as bad as the white people that you post videos about that were lynching and murdering blacks. You are doing the same thing to your own people as well by cutting them down and saying that their lives are not important or something's wrong with them, or you're preaching hate videos about lesbians or black women, even straight black women. You're putting nasty videos about how much you hate black women. You are doing a disservice to your own community by doing that. You're not building up your community, you're tearing it down is what you're doing. And you know who you are, because there's plenty of you out there that are posting videos about how much you hate black women and how much you hate gay people and lesbian people who you probably have in your family. Maybe they can't come out and be themselves, so they have to go into hiding. They're everywhere. They're not just in the black community, they're in other communities as well. And for the other people that are doing the same thing, you should be ashamed of yourself, because we all should be treated equally. Doesn't matter what race, color, background, we all should be able to be united. But unfortunately, we're in a world where that doesn't always go off well, does it? So, just because a woman decides to act upon her civil rights as a human being, as a person first, other than just what's between her legs. She's not just property or chattel. She has to go into a movement to be recognized for her being a feminist, to say, I'm speaking out for women's rights, not I am speaking out for women's rights because I hate men. No, that is not what she's about. She doesn't hate men. She hates her condition of not being treated equal to males, not being paid the same type of pay, even though she went to the same school, she has the same education, the same background, but she doesn't get paid the same simply because a gender is holding her back because she happens to be female. We can do the same jobs. Maybe there's some jobs we can't all do. Maybe because of health, maybe because we are just not skilled enough, but that doesn't mean that you can't have, just like you have a postman, you can have a postwoman, a postal woman. You can have a woman astronaut. If you can have a man that's an astronaut, you can have women's tennis, just like you have men's tennis. You can have women basketball players. You can have some of the same sports, some of the same occupations where women of color or women who aren't of color, maybe white women, can do. And because of her sexuality, should that hold people back from giving her the same respect as they would a straight female? Should that? Do we have the right to even do that and infringe on people's civil rights? Black people, civil rights. Think about it. How does it make it fair for you to post videos about how you want your rights, but you want to hurt other people's rights? Oh yeah, I said this because it's not right. It's not fair. It is wrong. And it's true what they say when they say a person that's lived or been oppressed for so long begin to become oppressors of others. It happens. And yeah, we may not agree on everything that everybody says on TV. You have Raven Simone. Sometimes she will say things that are extremely controversial, that will make people angry, and it hurts because if she's black, we look at it as black people, we get emotional and we say, oh my God, she did not say that. You don't represent me. But we also have these hateful views about women talking and having a voice. And then she's lesbian on top of that. You have Stacey Ann Chin. She's Jamaican. We have hate in the black community for lesbian black women. Hate, hate, hate. And hate just for women in general because you don't want them to talk. You don't want them to speak. You don't want them to be a voice. You don't want them to, basically, you don't want them to do anything but just open their legs. And it's wrong. It is wrong. We see white women talking, black women talking, we get offended. So is it more them or is it you? These are the questions we should be grappling with and asking ourselves. If all lives matter, what about the lives of these women?